All right. We are dealing with the calculation of weighted average number of equity shares, which is necessary for the calculation of EPS, both basic as well as diluted EPS. The first thing that we need to understand is that what is the formula of EPS, what is the meaning of EPS, why EPS is used, उसका काम क्या है. सबसे पहले समझो कि ईपीएस का मीनिंग, ईपीएस का एब्रीविएशन जो भी हाउएवर यू चूज टू कॉल इट, इट इज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल योर अर्निंग्स पर शेयर. व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ ईपीएस प्लीज? अर्निंग्स पर शेयर. अर्निंग्स पर शेयर इज इक्वल टू अर्निंग्स अवेलेबल फॉर इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स divided by weighted average number of equity shares. So far, we have learned one thing with respect to the format. What have we learned? Sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. Contribution minus fixed cost is equal to EBIT. EBIT minus interest is equal to EBT. Is equal to EBT. You want me to zoom it? Here. Is equal to EBT. EBT minus tax is equal to what? EAT, also known as net profit after tax. From net profit after tax, we subtract preference dividend. What do we get? We get something known as earnings available for equity shareholder. Net profit after tax is also referred to as net income. Is also referred to as net income. Right? I hope this aspect is clear. Earning available for equity shareholder is divided by the number of shares. This number of shares is nothing but the weighted average number of equity shares. अर्निंग पर शेयर फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स में डिस्क्लोज होता है. आफ्टर आई शो माय इनकम स्टेटमेंट, एट द एंड ऑफ इनकम स्टेटमेंट आई विल डिस्क्लोज अर्निंग पर शेयर. अर्निंग पर शेयर से यह पता चलता है कि एक शेयर के पीछे कंपनी ने अर्निंग्स कितना दिया है. एक शेयर के पीछे कंपनी ने अर्निंग्स कितना दिया है. दैट इज द रियलिटी ऑफ द कंपनी. कि एक शेयर के पीछे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक शेयर के पीछे फॉर एग्जाम्पल कंपनी ₹10 का ईपीएस रिपोर्ट करती है. कितने का ईपीएस रिपोर्ट करती है? ₹10 का. इस पर मार्केट का रिएक्शन आता है. क्या आता है? मार्केट का रिएक्शन आता है. मार्केट के इस रिएक्शन को, मार्केट की इस प्रतिक्रिया को हम बोलते हैं प्राइस अर्निंग मल्टीपल. पर मार्केट की जो रिएक्शन होती है, अपने को उसको समझना है कि पीई उसमें से कैलकुलेट कैसे हुए. यह आपका ईपीएस है. इस ईपीएस के बदले में फॉर एग्जांपल मार्केट इज गिविंग यू ₹100 मार्केट प्राइस पर शेयर. हाउ मच इज द कंपनी गिविंग यू मार्केट प्राइस पर शेयर? 100. कहने का मतलब है कि ₹10 के ईपीएस के पीछे मार्केट आपको ₹100 का मार्केट प्राइस दे रहा है. मार्केट इज गिविंग यू 10 टाइम्स व्हाट यू आर डिलीवरिंग. What is the reality of the company? The reality of the company is that it is earning ₹10 per share in reality. But market is ready to offer how much for the equity share of this company? ₹100. ₹10 कमाने वाले शेयर को मार्केट आज ₹100 दे रहा है. कंपनी सेल्स के अंदर से जो इनकम कमाती है, उसमें से शेयर होल्डर के जेब में ₹10 पर शेयर वो डाल सकती है. पर शेयर ₹10 डाल सकती है. ऐसे कंपनी को आज मार्केट उसके एक शेयर के लिए ₹100 दे रही है. इसको बोलते हैं प्राइस अर्निंग मल्टीपल, विच इज नथिंग बट एमपीएस डिवाइडेड बाय ईपीएस. मीनिंग द मार्केट इज रेडी टू गिव यू 10 टाइम्स व्हाट यू आर डिलीवरिंग एज अर्निंग्स. Let us assume that in year number 1 my EPS is 10 and my MPS is 100. What is my PE multiple over here? 10 times. What is my PE multiple over here? 10 times. Very interesting question. At the end of the second year also the EPS is 10, but the market price per share has become 120 where the PE multiple is now 12 times. Tell me Does the market see growth in this company or it does not see growth in this company? Why does it see growth? मार्केट पहले जब ये शेयर 10 रुपया पर शेयर, मतलब ये कंपनी 10 रुपया पर शेयर डिलीवर कर रही थी, मार्केट आपको इस कंपनी का एक शेयर 100 रुपीज में खरीदने को तैयार था. उसी कंपनी ने एक साल के बाद एक कांस्टेंट ईपीएस रखा और वहां पर भी दे आर रेडी, दे आर एबल टू डिलीवर 10 रुपीज ओनली एज ईपीएस. समझो, लास्ट ईयर दिस कंपनी वॉज एबल टू डिलीवर 10 रुपीज एज ईपीएस. This year also the company is delivering 10 rupees only as EPS. Last year the market was paying 100 rupees for one share of this company. This year it's paying 120. The company has not increased the earnings that it can deliver to the equity shareholder. But the market is ready to pay more money for the share of this company. Why? Because the market sees a potential of earning, a potential of growth with this company. The market feels that if they invest in this company, although it is giving me a constant EPS right now, in the days to come, this company will do much more better than what it is doing today. This is generally how speculation works. Who decides that this company will deliver good value in the future? The company says that we have better products, we will use better technology, we have better innovation. That to every company says. Every company says that. Today, if you ask OnePlus, according to OnePlus makes the best mobiles in the market. Go to Vivo says we make the best mobiles in the market. Go to Samsung says we make the best mobiles in the market. Go to Apple says we make the best mobiles in the market. Who makes the best mobiles in the market is not determined by the company. It's determined by the consumer. The consumer feels that yes, this market is this mobile is the best, so they pay that much money for it. The market today is full of consumers who are going to purchase your equity shares. They are the buyers. They were ready to pay 100 last year when you delivered an earning of 10 per share. This year, when you delivered a constant earning of 10 per share, now they are ready to pay you 120. It shows that on the same EPS, the same market, the same consumer is ready to pay you more money. Why? Because he sees some potential in your company, not now, maybe in the future. Therefore, when EPS stays constant, but PE multiple increases, it shows that market expects growth from the company. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is market expects growth from the company. What does the market expect from the company? Market expects growth from the company. Conversely, let's look at the second scenario. Year 1, year 2, EPS stays constant at 10. MPS was 100, making the PE ratio how many times? 10 times. Now let's say that the MPS becomes 80, the PE ratio falls to 8 times. What can you say about this? The market does not expect growth from the company. Market expects it to deliver higher EPS if it wants to continue to stay in the price band that it was in earlier. Market said to the company, हमने आपकी बातों पे बिलीव कर लिया कि आप सच्ची में बहुत अच्छा बिजनेस करते हो, आप प्रॉफिटेबल बन सकते हो, आप टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करते हो. We believed you, we purchased your shares, but you have not increased your EPS. There is something wrong in your operations. Sir, why do you say operations? My dear friends, EPS is a derivative of sales. Sales being boiled down to profit. आपके वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, आपके फिक्स कॉस्ट, आपका इंटरेस्ट, ये सब कुछ आपके हाथ में. आपने उसे कंट्रोल नहीं किया, उसकी वजह से इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं दिखा. कांस्टेंट परफॉर्मेंस है, चलो ठीक है, मैंने मान लिया कांस्टेंट परफॉर्मेंस है, पर मार्केट को आपसे क्या अपेक्षित है? मार्केट को आपसे अपेक्षित इंप्रूवमेंट है. मार्केट को आपसे अपेक्षित क्या है? इंप्रूवमेंट है. आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट? यस और नो? प्लीज टेल मी दैट. यस और नो? Right? I hope you understand. Sir, give us an example of such a company. Zomato. Zomato share had gone down. When, I mean, it came, the IPO was very tepid. It was not a very great expectation of an IPO. But when Infosys had come on, Infosys had an average PE multiple when its IPO launched of 550 times. How much? 550 times its EPS. How much? 550 times its EPS. So if their EPS would have been 2 rupees also, the value of the share was 1100 rupees in the market. That was the expectation that people had from Infosys today. Until date, Infosys continues to play on a high PE volume. Infosys on an average has a PE multiple of somewhere around roughly 50-55, if I'm not mistaken. I may stand corrected. Somebody may, put it in a comment and say that okay, this is wrong. But from my homework, what I believe, what I have seen is that Infosys is a high PE company. What is the meaning of this? Here, the market expects better performance from the company. What does the market expect over here from the company? It expects a better performance from the company. This is your understanding of EPS and PE ratio. The whole chapter or the whole conversation now is focused around how to calculate this particular value of EPS. How to calculate this particular value of EPS. Now please pay attention. The first most important thing that we need over here are the weighted average number of equity shares. For example, if I was to say that on the 1st of January, when on the 1st of January, the company has 10,000 equity shares outstanding. How many equity shares outstanding? 10,000 equity shares outstanding. On the 1st of June, 5,000 equity shares have been issued by the company. 5,000 equity shares have been issued by the company. Then, on the 1st of November, the company has purchased 2,000 purchase of treasury stock. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is nothing but a buyback of shares. Meaning of this is nothing but a buyback of shares. Buyback of shares is when the company buys back the shares from the market to maintain its control over the total shareholding so that the promoter's stake is not diluted. For example, आज मुकेश अंबानी के हाथ में रिलायंस का 67% है. उनको कल को ऐसे लगता होगा कि किसी एक शेयर होल्डर के हाथ में अगर ज्यादा शेयर्स चले गए तो उनकी ऑटोनॉमी को धोखा है, तो वो कुछ शेयर्स जो है बायबैक करेंगे बाकायदा. उसकी वजह से उनका जो शेयर होल्डिंग होगा वो 67 से लेटर से 75% पे चला जाए. दिस इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? बायबैक ऑफ शेयर्स. तो कंपनी ने 2000 शेयर्स का बायबैक किया. अब आपसे अपेक्षित है कि आप वेटेड एवरेज नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स को कैलकुलेट करें. अब प्लीज पे अटेंशन टू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. बहुत सिंपल है, पे अटेंशन. 10,000 शेयर मेरे पास थे, यस और नो? ये शेयर्स मेरे पास जनवरी में थे, फरवरी में थे, मार्च में थे, अप्रैल में थे, मई में थे. These shares are with me for these 5 months. Yes or no? Please tell me that. Yes. Sir, what are the 5 months? Sir, Jan, Sir, Feb, Sir, March, Sir, April, and Sir, May. They are with me for how many months? 5 months. Sir, on 1st of June, 5,000 shares have been issued. My dear friends, 1st of June onwards, I have with me 15,000 shares. Agreed or disagreed? How? Sir, पहले के 10,000 जो थे वो थे, plus you got these 5,000, right? Yes. So this was nothing but पहले के 10,000 जो थे वो थे, plus you got these 5,000. These stays stayed with you from June, July, August, September, and October. How many months is this? That's another 5 months. Then what happened? Then 2,000 shares have been bought back as treasury stock. So 15,000 came down and it became how much? 13,000. These 13,000 shares are with you in November and in December. Kindly calculate the fractions that you get. So it is 10,000 divided by 12 multiplied by 5. Your answer here is 4167. I am rounding off the decimals. 15,000 divided by 12 multiplied by 5. I believe this is 6250, and then this is 13,000 divided by 12 multiplied by 2. I believe this is 2167. Take total please. Take total please. So 4167 plus 6250 plus 2167. What is the answer? 12584. This is known as weighted average number of equity shares. What is this? This is the weighted average number of equity shares. Now please pay attention. Whatever is your earnings available for equity shareholders, whatever is your earnings available for equity shareholders, let us say that it is 1,25,840. For example, this will be divided by what? By the weighted average number of equity shares, which is 12584, delivering you something known as basic EPS. This is nothing but rupees 10 per share. Basic EPS does not consider potential earnings and potential shares. Potential earnings and potential shares are taken into consideration for the purposes of diluted EPS. For the purposes of what? Diluted EPS. That we will check out in a little while. What have we seen so far? We have seen how to calculate weighted average number of equity shares for the purchase of shares, for buyback of shares. There is one more important variety over here, and that is bonus shares. In American terminology, bonus shares. In American terminology, bonus shares are referred to as a stock dividend. What are they referred to as? Stock dividend. In India, we call it bonus issue. Over there, they call it stock dividend. What is a bonus share? A share given to the shareholder free of cost. It is given to the shareholder free of cost. There is no movement over here. There is no movement of cash or reserves. There is no movement of cash. Sorry, there is movement of reserves. So what happens in the case of bonus shares? You have to adjust all pre-bonus balances as if bonus was declared on day one. Sir, what is the meaning of this? Let us take an example to understand. My opening balance on 1st of January 2018 is 100,000 shares. On the 1st of April 2018, I make an issue of 15,000 shares. On 31st of July 2018, I declare a 10% stock dividend. I declare a what? A 10% stock dividend. On 1st of November 2018, there is a purchase of treasury stock, meaning buyback. Purchase of 20,000 shares. Purchase of treasury stock of 20,000 shares. You are asked to calculate weighted average number of equity shares. You are asked to calculate weighted average number of equity shares. Now let's pay attention. First of all, I have with me 1 lakh shares on the 1st of January. Agreed or disagreed? Yes, sir, you have with yourself 1 lakh shares on the 1st of January. I'm just going to zoom this out a bit, right? Yeah. Right? Better? Yeah. Now I have 1 lakh shares with me. Now these shares I have with me from 1st of January. So January, February, March, 3 months these shares are with me. Agreed or disagreed? Yes. So January, February and March. These 3 months these shares are with me. Multiplied by 3 divided by 2. Next. Don't calculate the answer. There is one element missing over here. Next. I have issued 15,000 shares, taking my holding to how much? 1,15,000. Now they will stay with me from April, May, June and July, because it's on the last day of July. So this stays with me for April, May, June and July. So this is how many months? 4 months. My dear friends, bonus has to be adjusted prior to the issue of the shares. Prior to the issue of the bonus shares. What is the bonus percentage? 10%. Multiply this by 1.1, which is 10%. Which is how much? Which is 10%. If the stock bonus was 20%, you would multiply this by 1.2. If it was 30%, you would multiply this by 1.3. If it was 15%, you would multiply this by 1.15. If it was 6%, you would multiply it by 1.06. Keep that much in mind. Now what has happened? As on 31st of July, how many shares do you have in hand? Sir, I have 1,15,000 shares in hand. इस पे 10% डिविडेंड लगा दो. That is how much? 11,500. That is how much? 11,500. 11,000 shares are additionally issued along with your 1,15,000. So it is 1,15,000 plus 11,500. How many shares is that? 1,26,500. These shares stay with me. Sir, full July? No, sir. They are issued on the last day of July. So, sir, full August? Yes. September? Yes. October? Yes. So, they stay with me for August, September, and October. That is for 3 months. Sir, won't you multiply this by 1.1? No, I will not. You are multiplying this by 1.1 क्योंकि इसके अंदर बोनस अभी तक नहीं था. इसके अंदर बोनस आके बैठ चुका है 11,500. इसके लिए इसको 1.1 से मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करेंगे. मल्टीप्लाइड बाय डोंट मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1.1. मल्टीप्लाई बाय डोंट मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1.1. क्यों? क्योंकि बोनस इज एडजस्टेड ओवर हियर. आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट? येस और नो? प्लीज टेल मी दैट. बोनस इज एडजस्टेड हियर. आर यू विथ मी ऑन दैट? येस और नो? अब क्या हुआ? परचेस किया ट्रेजरी स्टॉक का. सर 126,500 शेयर्स थे, उसमें से 20,000 गए. सो 1,06,500 बचे. सर फॉर व्हाट पीरियड? सर फॉर नवंबर and for December, मतलब for 2 months. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed. Sir, 1 lakh multiplied by 3 divided by 12 multiplied by 1.1. What is the answer? Sir, 27,500. Sir, 1,15,000 multiplied by 4 divided by 12 multiplied by 1.1. Sir, कितने बचे? Sir, 42,167. Agreed or disagreed? Sir, 1,26,500 multiplied by 3 divided by 12. कितने बचे? Sir, 31,625. Agreed or disagreed? Sir, 1,06,500 multiplied by 2 divided by 12. Sir, the answer is 17,750. Sir, pre-bonus जो कुछ भी था, सर pre-bonus जो कुछ भी था, ये pre था, ये pre था, उसको क्या करेंगे? उसको एडजस्ट करेंगे. पोस्ट बोनस कोई भी एडजस्टमेंट नहीं होता है. एडजस्ट ऑल द प्री बोनस बैलेंसेस एज इफ बोनस वाज डिक्लेयर्ड ऑन डे 1. दैट मींस बैलेंस शेयर multiplied by 1 plus bonus percentage. Multiplied by 1 plus bonus percentage. Adjust it like that. What did you get? You get the total. What is the total of this, please? 27,500 plus 42,167 plus 31,625 plus 17,750. What is your answer? Sir, 1,19,042. What is this? This is the weighted average number of equity shares. What is this? This is the weighted average number of equity shares. Did we finish fresh issue of shares? Yes, sir. Did we finish buyback of shares? Yes, sir. Did we finish bonus of shares? Yes, sir. What happens in bonus of shares? You have to adjust all the pre-bonus with the 1 plus bonus percentage. As if the bonus was issued from the starting of the year. Sir, why do you do this? My dear students, bonus is issued from the reserves and surplus of the company. These reserves and surplus of the company were already there with you. That is why you were in the position to issue the bonus. So it is as good as saying कि bonus तो शुरुआत से ही था क्योंकि वो reserves आपके पास शुरुआत से ही थे. What is the journal entry for bonus? Sir, bonus due, reserves and surplus account debit to equity shareholder. Sir, bonus paid out, equity share capital paid out, equity share holder account debit to equity share capital. Sir, we are essentially debiting the reserves and surplus of the company and crediting the equity share capital of the company. Sir, मतलब ये reserves तो हमारे पास शुरुआत से थे. तो मतलब बोनस तो मेरे पास शुरुआत से था. तो जो 10% में बढ़ा रहा हूं मेरा अर्निंग्स, वो तो मेरे पास शुरुआत से है. तो आई विल टेक दैट इन माय शुरुआत के कैलकुलेशन से, क्योंकि वो तो रिजर्व को मैंने कैपिटल में कन्वर्ट किया ना. व्हाट इज रिजर्व्स? बोनस. सॉरी, व्हाट इज बोनस? व्हाट इज बोनस? व्हाट इज बोनस? इट इज कन्वर्जन ऑफ रिजर्व्स इनटू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. वो रिजर्व्स तो ऑलरेडी थे ना आपके पास, इसी वजह से आपने बोनस करने का सोचा. अगर रिजर्व्स नहीं होते तो बोनस नहीं कर पाते. बोनस नहीं कर पाते. A company must have that much balance in its reserves and surplus prior to going out for a bonus issue. Are you understanding? Without that it cannot. Without that it cannot. Without the reserves you don't have that kind of backing in your equity. How are you going to issue a bonus? Kindly understand this concept. Are you with me on that? Yes. So for bonus what do you do? Pre-bonus का जो भी है उसको 1 plus bonus percentage से क्या कर देने का? Into कर देने का. वो adjust हो जाता है. सर बोनस के बाद तो बोनस एडजस्टेड ही है, बोनस के बाद तो बोनस एडजस्टेड ही है. Then regular EPS calculation the way it is. Are you with me on that? What is this calculation of Vance? This is the highest difficulty level that comes in USCMA. In USCMA, this is the highest difficulty level that you are going to encounter. Do I make myself clear? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Sir, so now what do we have to do? Now here you have to be very, very careful. What is the term used by IMA in exam? Sir, in exam, no, IMA uses the term net income. सर नेट इनकम का मतलब होता है नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स. सर आई हैव टू सब्ट्रैक्ट द प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड फ्रॉम दिस टू अराइव अपॉन EAESH. सर इसको मैं किससे डिवाइड करूंगा? सर मैं वेन से डिवाइड करूंगा और फिर मुझे क्या मिलेगा? सर बेसिक EPS मिलेगा. सर हियर एम आई टेकिंग इनटू कंसीडरेशन द फॉलोइंग फैक्टर्स कि मेरे पास 10% डिवेंचर्स है जो कन्वर्टेबल है इनटू इक्विटी. नो, हियर बेसिक EPS डज नॉट कंसीडर व्हाट? Potential earnings and potential equity shares are not considered. Potential earnings and potential equity shares are not considered by basic EPS. They are considered by diluted EPS. In the next part of our discussion, we are going to talk about diluted EPS. I hope everybody has understood. Yes, sir. Fair enough.